In this video, I'm going to talk about how to start a social media marketing agency and make your first $10,000 per month. And if you're new here, my name is Max. I run an SMMA, a super niche marketing agency. And on this channel, we explore how to start, run, and grow a successful marketing agency that helps us produce great results for our clients, but also helps us as the entrepreneur to achieve financial time and location freedom. So this video is really created for you that is just starting out and you want to figure out how to start a social media marketing agency, learn from somebody that has actually done it, and make your first $10,000 per month as quickly as possible. So let's dive into point number one, and that is just to get started, stupid. And this is really the video that I hope that I saw when I first started out, or when I was browsing around in 2015 trying to figure out what type of business to start. Because I hated the job that I was in and I wanted to make my own money, be my own boss, have freedom, create my own rules, and decide what I did every single day, and not have to go to a job, work 9 to 5, and have somebody else tell me what to do and earn money for somebody else, right? And I'm sure if you're looking around for a business idea, you want the same thing. And I hope that I saw this video when I started out, because I just needed a slap, right? Just get started, stupid. Why are you looking around? Why are you just browsing around? Maybe you've done this for like 6 months or a year or even more, and you're never pulling the trigger. You just have to do it, put fear aside, and actually go for it, because nothing is going to happen in your life if you continue to do the same thing over and over and over again. And you might complain and have excuses that you're tired, or you don't have time, you're going to your job, you don't have time for anything, you don't read, you don't develop yourself, you don't do anything, but you're still here browsing around on the internet trying to find a solution to your problem. Just want to be your own boss, make more money for yourself, and don't go to that job that you hate. And if you want to do that, you have to dig into the real world and understand that you have to suffer it. You have to do the boring work, and you have to get started first of all. Because once you get started, it's going to be tough in the beginning, but as you get that ball rolling, it's going to be easier and easier and easier and more fun. You'll learn more and you start that journey to actually do things. And I can tell you a story. I actually got my first slap in the face from an entrepreneur myself, and that's how I got started. Because he basically asked me, like, what are you doing with your life? Why are you working a job that you hate? Why don't you just take things in order and start to think about yourself, think about your future, like what you actually want to do in 5 years max? Where do you want to be in 10 years? And in the beginning, I felt super judged. I was like, who is this guy who's trying to tell me what to do all the time? Or like, who is this guy? Why is he judging me? Like, I got pissed, to be honest. But you really have to like ask those questions to yourself and get pissed. You know, if you're not happy with the situation you're in right now, then do something about it. It's your problem, right? You have full responsibility for yourself and your life. You can't blame anybody else. And that's a good thing, because when you have a responsibility for yourself, you know that you can change it. Nobody's going to come to you and offer you something that is going to change your life like that. You have to do it yourself. So the first thing, again, is just to get started, stupid. Just do it. And that takes me to point number 2, which is don't overthink it. So my biggest problem when I started out was that I was overthinking everything. I wanted to figure out everything that I was going to do before I actually got started. And it hindered me, because when I sat at home in my sofa, just alone, quiet, trying to think out what to do, I just sat there, right? In reality, I just sat there. I didn't do anything. And it wasn't until I understood that I actually had to take action and actually do something that things started to change for me. And that's when it started to become fun. I started to learn more and understand more, and that's how I started to grow and got my first client, got my second client, and so forth. So don't overthink everything. Just understand that you have to learn as you go. And also admit to yourself that you don't know everything. Because if you think that you know everything, you're never gonna learn anything new. So admit to yourself that you have to make something different. Don't overthink it and just get started. You can watch a ton of my videos when I talk more about actually how to do certain things, how to get your clients, how to do your sales, what niche to go for, what service to go for, etc., etc. But you just have to do the work. Just take action and don't overthink it, essentially. The third thing that I can highly recommend that you do early when you're going to start your social media marketing agency, or really do anything, is just to find help, right? And maybe in the beginning you don't have money to invest, so you can invest in a program, or you can invest in a mentor, or in coaching, or whatever that might be. If you can, I can highly recommend that you do. I don't know how much money I've invested in different courses and coaching and so forth. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And some courses that I've joined, actually I just spent $12,500 in a course, and I just learned one thing. And from that one thing, I've been able to produce better results for myself and my client. It's super minor thing, but I'm going to earn a ton more money than I invested, essentially. So you have to have that mindset that you need to invest in yourself and learn more. And if you don't have money in the beginning, that's fine. Really, you don't really need money money in the beginning, because in the beginning you need to learn a ton, and there's a ton to learn for free, either in books you start reading, or even better, like YouTube, like a channel like this one. You can learn a ton from people that are way ahead of yourself, and just download their information into your head and get help from them, essentially. But in a more practical way, how I got help in the beginning was, first of all, I started to learn how to market and sell and how to start a business and so forth, and I joined a course to learn all of that initially. But then when I got my first client, I didn't really know how to actually do the service for that client. So what I did is that I found somebody else, a media buyer who was very good at doing Facebook ads for my specific niche. I hired him, he got a piece of the pie from the money that I got from the client, and he actually did this service delivery. So you can always get help. When you get your first client, you get some money come in, you can find somebody else, give them a portion of the money, and he's going to help you to do the work. So you can always leverage other people, learn from other people. Don't think that you have to do everything yourself and do everything yourself and learn everything from yourself. It's going to be impossible. So get a lot of help. It's going to help you a ton in the beginning. And then the fourth tip I have for you, if you want to start a social media marketing agency and actually get to 10K as quickly as possible and be an entrepreneur, really, it's just to become a problem solver, because that's really everything. That's the base to everything when you start a business. A client or a person or a business owner, they have a problem that they want to solve, and they pay you money to solve that problem. That's really how easy it is. And if you're the best person out there that can solve this specific problem better than anybody else, you're going to get more people that want help from you, and they're going to pay more money to get help from you. You have to become a problem solver. And when you choose your niche or in your industry or your service initially, you just have to go for an industry that has a painful problem enough that they're willing to pay money for it to solve. So for example, in our case, in my agency, we help residential roofing and solar contractors. We help them with Facebook advertising to get more clients and more leads and more booked appointments. And we are one of the best, if not the best, marketing agency out there in the US to helping them with them. We've been doing this since 2017. We only focus on Facebook ads specifically for roofers, and we get amazing results for them. And we've been fortunate enough to be able to work with some of the biggest top 100 roofing contractors in the nation, and we're just crushing it for our clients. And that's really the goal that you need to have to become the best service provider in your specific industry and in your specific niche. Because if you want to make more money for yourself, you have to solve a problem for other people so that they can grow as well. The only way you can make more money is to help other people to make more money, essentially, or to solve their problems. So you have to become a problem solver. And that might sound scary in the beginning, because you're like, I don't know what problem to solve. I don't know if I'm a good problem solver. Will I solve this specific problem? And again, don't overthink it. Go for one niche, talk to the people in that niche or in that market, find a problem that they have. So that's how I started out. I started to talk with residential roofing business owners, and they told me like, yeah, we're tired of offline marketing. We're tired of lead generation websites like Home Advisor, Angie's List, and Porch. My salespeople, they hate door knocking. It's work. Door knocking is working, but they hate it. We don't want to do print anymore. Billboards doesn't work. TV and radio commercials are super expensive. Most marketing agencies that we hire, they don't produce any real results at all. SEO takes time, blah, blah, blah. So I find a ton of problems. I created a solution to the problem. We only did Facebook ads only for roofers. We did our ads better than anybody else. Our landing pages better than anybody else. Our CRM system and follow-up system, we provided more value and better results than anybody else. Cheaper leads, cheaper booked appointments, and we just became better at solving that specific problem than anybody else. And that's how we got more clients, great testimonials, and was able to scale our own business by helping other people, our clients, to scale their businesses as well. So yeah, that's pretty much for this video. I know that this video is kind of abstract. You know, I'm not showing you click by click, step by step how to start an agency, but in the real world, you have to learn these concepts. You just have to get started. There's a ton of videos out there that you can listen to, kind of see how they do specific things. But the main thing is just the things that I've talked about today. Get started, don't overthink it, find help, and become a problem solver. And if you want to learn more about specifics on how to start a social media marketing agency, you can look through a ton of different videos on my channel. Subscribe to my channel, leave a like, leave a comment down below as well. If you have any specific question, leave a comment down below and I will make sure that I respond to you. And subscribe as well. I'm posting 2 videos like this every single week and 5 shorts every single week as well. So a video every single day where I'm sharing a ton of valuable information that you don't want to miss if you actually want to grow an agency. So subscribe, follow along on the journey, and I will see you in the next video.